Hey. Okay, so I'm like a minute late. Allow viewers, what was that? Allow viewers to broadcast something? It's weird. I get these like weird little pop-ups. I'm guessing they added some new feature or something. I don't know. It went away too quickly. I hit start and whoa, it's weird. I hit start and all of a sudden I've got like these new pop-ups saying, hey, you can do this now, you can do this now. It's apparently I can invite viewers to do something. Okay. Hey Milo, I see Mom, I see Bethany. Hey y'all. Yeah, hey y'all. Takes me a second. I've just been like running around because I am typically upstairs majority of the day, and then at 5 o'clock on Mondays I come downstairs to, you know, prep and all that stuff. And I got completely distracted, and next thing I knew it was 5:15, and I'm like, holy cow, I need to be like setting up and getting everything together. So hopefully I'm ready. If not, oh well, it happens. But for the most part, I'm prepped. Hope y'all are doing well. Great weekend. It's February 4th, 2019. Weather, super crazy. Polar vortex swept through the Midwest, eastern side of US yesterday, or last week. And we, fortunately, missed all of it. Well, guess what? It's hitting us now. We're not snowed in. No, we're not at all snowed in. We got like a quarter of an inch maybe. But the temps last week were like 50, 52 degrees. The high today was -1. No, yeah, -1. The low's -5. At some point, it's all the same. So why? Just say it's below 0. Yeah. I just let Riley out a few minutes ago. It's cold. It doesn't matter. It's cold. It's all the same cold. No, we're not snowed in. We're not expecting a ton of snow. Like I said, we got like a quarter of an inch, and it came through yesterday, and the temps dropped. So that's all we got. But we've got cold temps until, well, right now the 7-day forecast is at least until next Monday. I think at some point we're supposed to get up to like 20, but it's supposed to drop right down. Yeah. I can't complain though. We missed the polar vortex, and this whole winter has been very kind to us. So I'm okay with with this. So yeah, and what's funny is one of the things we learned here quickly about Montana is it's always windy. In fact, to the point we don't even recognize the wind now, unless it's like 25, 30 miles per hour. This past weekend, it got crazy. Like if we were in Alabama, I'd be like, there's a tornado coming, because that's how bad it was. This happened yesterday in Missoula, which is like 6.5 hours, 6 hours from us. But this is how bad the wind was. I'm trying to think of how to, yeah. All right, so typically windy. If you are familiar with, this is kind of like I guess like, I don't know if it's a Sinclair gas station, but their mascot or logo, brand, or whatever, is a dinosaur. And they have dinosaurs on the front of their gas stations and on their brand and everything. And the wind was so bad, it knocked that baby over yesterday. Great big metal dinosaur. Yeah. That's how bad the wind gets. And what's funny is Livingston, which is like 2 hours from us, their average daily wind is 30 to 45 miles per hour. You know they were reaching 50, 60, 70 miles per hour this weekend. We got up to like 50, 60 this weekend. Again, like I said, Now we don't think much of it because it's Montana. Had we been in Alabama, we'd be like, yeah, there's a tornado coming. Okay, yes, there you go. Yes, me too, Milo. Yes, just keel right on over. But yeah, anyway, wind was super crazy. And just because I feel like I'd be like silly if I didn't mention it, Super Bowl last night. Super lame and boring. I'm not a football fan, and I know it was the most boring game ever. It was most boring commercials, most boring halftime show, and you know, I'm not like the hugest fan of Maroon 5, but I was expecting a bit more. Really lame last night. The only commercial that like we laughed at like a ton was the Boston Terrier, Harrison Ford, Amazon Alexa thing. And yeah. I did like the Michael Bublé and Bubbly. But I have a thing about sparkling drinks because they tasted like, I mean, there's like no taste to them. It's like a fruit was next to it and burped or farted. There's like no taste. I hate it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started into this evening. We've got the Nutella Martini, and I'm excited about this because, I mean, what is not to like? You got Nutella, you got Frangelico, you got chocolate liqueur, and, I mean, what's not to like? And chocolate milk. So, yeah, I only watched it for the halftime show. Like I said, I'm not a football fan, so that's not something that I watch for the game. And even my husband, who is a fan of football, he was not interested in either team. So he was only kind of half watching. All right, for the Nutella Martini, you need 4 parts of chocolate milk, which I have already measured out. And I made ahead of time. 4 parts of chocolate milk. You need 1.5 parts of Frangelico, and one of these is already opened. I think it's this one. 1.5 parts of Frangelico that I cannot, there it goes. 1.5 parts Frangelico. If you don't have any, okay, this is basically, I mean, you don't have to buy one. If you go to the Dollar Tree and get like a shelf liner, basically. You don't even have to cut it out of shape or nothing. Just cut you off a piece or whatever. It is wonderful to keep in your drawers if you struggle at opening jars or just getting a grip on anything. Use that. All right, you need, what did I say? 1.5 parts of Frangelico, which is basically hazelnut liqueur. So if you don't want to go with Frangelico, I guess find another brand. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. This is like Manda proof. It won't open. I mean, I only need like, okay, well, I guess this is all we're going to do because I cannot open this up. Technical difficulties. Yep. Eee! No, it will not help get a grip on life, unfortunately. 1 part of chocolate liqueur, which I knew I only had like a bit of that Godiva chocolate liqueur left. 1 part chocolate liqueur. You know, I will finish that later. And then this is, of course, I always feel really weird about this, putting actual like ingredients of substance in there. It's not liquid. You need 1 tablespoon of Nutella. I know that some people have a love-hate relationship with Nutella. They either love it or hate it. I personally love it. I have come across people that absolutely hate it. I love it. But yes, this martini, although may help you get a grip on life or not care about it. Yeah, so here we go. I'm guessing you're gonna need to shake a little bit longer because it's got some like non-liquid stuff in there. But anyway, I'm gonna say this again: 4 parts chocolate milk, 1.5 parts Frangelico, 1 part chocolate liqueur, 1 tablespoon of Nutella. Hopefully that was enough. Try this baby out. So far, I don't have chunks coming out. Did y'all see the commercial last night about chunky milk? I was like, woo, it was awful. Okay. I mean, they were playing it today, so it wasn't like it was just a Super Bowl thing. Oh, and I'm spilling. Doesn't have a strong Nutella taste. So to adjust it, I think I would do less chocolate milk. Maybe do 3 parts chocolate milk, 1.5 parts Frangelico, 1 part chocolate liqueur, and 1 tablespoon Nutella. It's good. I mean, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. It's good. But the Nutella taste is not, you know, strong. So if you're someone that really, really wants that, you know, Nutella taste, then I suggest taking down the chocolate milk, and maybe that will help. I'll maybe make it a little bit later that way and see what happens. All right, tonight we have got, now this is one of those things that I don't know if it's gonna work out. I actually made the majority of it yesterday because I wanted to see if it worked. I didn't want to like leave us hanging like, ooh, is it gonna work or not? So this is one of those things that's like, it's actually a really messy recipe, but it has potential for being like really, really awesome. It was across one of those, I can't remember if it was Tasty or BuzzFeed or one of those like sites that does those like quick, you know, run through the recipe really quick in like a minute, you know, time lapse or whatever. But do-it-yourself truffles, Valentine's Day. I mean, it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, be any kind of truffles. But these are using ice cube trays. This is your main tool tonight, ice cube trays. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go through the ingredients because y'all know I have a tendency to start talking too much and getting a bit long-winded. So your ingredients are 10 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Of course, your baking chocolate's best. 14 raspberries, or in my preference, I don't care for raspberries. You do strawberries. I'm thinking you could do caramel, coconut, nuts, peanut butter. We'll talk about that in a bit. Any kind of, you know, filling that you want. But they showed raspberries specifically. 8 ounces of cream cheese, softened, a half cup powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 1/4 cup whipped cream. Those are your ingredients. So what I've got going on right now is my 10 ounces of baking chocolate melting in the microwave. And this is actually your most important ingredient, I think. I mean, truffles, think about what they're covered in. Of course, I did it for a minute at first. And of course, that is not ready. So, stick it back in there and do 30-second increments, because guess what? It will burn pretty quickly. Now, if you noticed Michelle's comment, if you are not on Instagram, I posted yesterday. I've started doing like a weekly photo dump kind of thing, and I've collected all these pictures through the week because I forget through the week to go and post to Instagram or post whatever. And so I'm trying on Sundays to dump all my pictures from the week. I thought for the longest the ice cube trays were 12 ice cubes. I recently, well, this weekend, learned that, guess what? It's 14. Most ice cube trays have 14 spots for you to put water for ice cubes. I know, it's trivial, it don't matter, but it's something silly and little, and I'm not gonna lie, my mind was blown. So anyway, raspberries, I mean, it's not that they're sour to me. Here we go. I actually think it's because of the little hairs. Okay, because I got comments there, I can't. I think it's the texture. I don't even want to say it's texture. I think it's when you put it in your mouth and they feel somewhat hairy. I think that's it. Because I love sour things. I do. I love sour everything. You give me sour gummies, sour fruit. Give me a Granny Smith apple over anything else. I love sour. But I don't know what it is about. I think it's probably the weird, hairy, I don't know, are they fibers? Are they hairs coming out of the raspberries? Yeah. Anyway, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to melt your baker's chocolate, your 10 ounces of baker's chocolate, and grab your ice cube tray. Like I said, this is one of those things that I saw on BuzzFeed, Tasty, whatever. And what you're going to do is you are just going to, and this is one of those things that gets really messy. So if you have kids, this is perfect for them. You're just going to put a little bit of chocolate in each. And actually, it's going to be a bit more than a little bit of chocolate in each. Like I said, I made this yesterday because I wanted to see if it would work. I wanted to go through the entire recipe. I'm going to add a little bit more to each, that way so, because what you got to do is you've got to actually take your, like a spoon, a brush of some kind, and paint it up the sides. Now that's what the recipe says, so I'm going to put this aside. Okay, so all you're going to do is fill your chocolate on both sides. I mean, like I said, this is going to get messy. All over. I'm not so worried about, like I said, this necessarily going right because, like I said, I've got, I did this yesterday, so I can, and I actually took my time yesterday. So, I can pull that out, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, guess what? I hope we had a good time tonight. Okay, so anyways, all you're doing is brushing your the chocolate up the sides. Because think about it, you're making truffles, so you want to put something on the inside of it. Okay, so there we go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to stick this in your freezer for about 5 minutes. Whoop. Do that. Okay, so now you're going to make your filling. Sorry if that is like super loud. Your filling is going to be your 1/2 cup powdered sugar, your 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, as I throw like powdered sugar everywhere. And then I'm gonna have like stuff all over my face. Yes, I have thought, actually one of my, you're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla Milo. I have thought about doing a, like a gift, like on Christmas, like quick gifts that you can make for friends or anybody. Let's see. I'm getting distracted. Cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla. Okay, you're gonna mix that up really well. I have thought about doing that. Hold up. Let's do the mixture real quick. Mix that up really well. I have thought about doing that as a quick gift idea because really all you're doing is getting vodka and like a vanilla bean and something like that to make your own vanilla vodka, or hazelnuts to do your own like amaretto. I have thought about doing that, but I have not found any like great recipes that to me would validate doing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm saying. Either way, I have thought about it. Okay, so there you go. I've got that. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of, you're gonna fold that in. Yeah, I have done a couple of infused vodkas before. I've done the Skittles one, was not impressed at all. I have the candy corn one, I think is my favorite because the candy corn martini is fabulous. All right, so what you're gonna do is you are going to fold in that whipped cream into your mixture. Like I said, you've got it waiting for you in the freezer. So once you have folded that in, yep, now you're gonna grab that back out. And you are going to put a little bit of your mixture in each. Now, I tried this. When I did this yesterday, I put just a tiny bit in at first because, I mean, you're supposed to put your fruit or whatever in after. And I didn't want to, you know, fill up too much and then not have space for my fruit. So you put in just a little bit. I mean, it says to fill it about 1/3 of the way through with your mixture. And in all honesty, you're going to need a couple of ice cube trays because this will be more than what you need. So the recipe itself calls for 14 ice cubes. Yes, it's Cool Whip, basically. Whipped cream. I mean, yeah. I mean, should I be buying like the can of Ready Whip or whatever? All right, so once you've done that, you're going to grab whatever you want your truffles to be. I got some raspberries. I got some strawberries. I'm guessing you could use caramel. You could use coconut. You could take peanut butter, any kind of nuts you want. And all you're doing is plopping it inside of your, on top of your, now this is really messy looking. This is not, I'm doing this really quick. And this is probably not that clean looking. And of course nobody's gonna be eating this but me, so pardon me while I lick my fingers. I'm putting strawberries and raspberries. I would imagine blueberries. You could do dark chocolate, of course, if you wanted to. Whatever you want, whatever you like as your chocolate filling. I guess if you don't even like a filling, you could just do straight up chocolate. Don't even worry about the filling, just do straight up chocolate. But what's the fun in that? All right, so there you go. Put your fruit filling into that. So let me rinse my hands real quick. Because what I did yesterday was I actually went through and filled the spots that like that could take a little bit more, and that could take a little bit more. The instructions didn't say that, but to fill, you know, those spaces, go through and fill all that. And then what you're gonna do is take that chocolate that you melted earlier, and you're going to just pour it over the top. Spread out, nice even layer. Ignore the fact that I got chocolate dripping everywhere. This is a good messy. Like I said, this is something simple for kids. You don't have them over the stove. It's something they could do over the stove. And then what you're gonna do, once you have smooth and even layer of chocolate over the top, you're gonna throw that in the fridge for, instructions say an hour. I don't know how long. Hopefully it's not tremendously long because I've had mine in yesterday since yesterday. Let's try this out. So, from yesterday, I made these. I'm gonna take some parchment just because, who knows. You got your ice cube tray? Yes, Cool Whip is basically whipped cream. It's just whipped cream. Okay, so take your ice cube tray. I probably should have taken it out earlier. I completely forgot to. You're supposed to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. That way so it can cool a little bit. So I messed up there. I should have taken it out earlier. Like I said, I was running around. So anyway, and then of course, like you would any other, you know, ice cubes, you would shake them out. And then you've got these little truffles. Now, of course, I missed a spot there. But if you wanted to pretty them up, that way so if you are giving them to someone, it would be super simple for you to trim off the edges there. Look at that. You have, it ain't Godiva, but guess what? You got some truffles. Of course, they're frozen, so me biting into it is going to be like kind of, you know, pointless, but yeah, they're frozen. I bet you're good though. That's good. That little bit I got right there. Yeah, so anyway, I had remembered, it's one thing I forgot. Dang it, and I hate it for it. To take it out, you know, it says to only keep it in there for about an hour to set. Once it is set, you can take them out, let them sit for 10-15 minutes, break them from the ice cube tray, and you have your own little truffles. And like I said, just trim away the, you know, the parts that are, you know, not so pretty. And you have your own do-it-yourself truffles. I think they're perfect. And I'm really glad that they broke out the way they did. Of course, give them another, you know, few minutes and they'll thaw. But either way, that's it. Seriously. Super quick, super easy. I'm impressed. I'm glad that it didn't completely fail. Of course, give me another 10-15 minutes and see what happens. Either way. So, okay, next week, the husband texted me about an hour ago and said the boss of his company is coming through this next week, next Monday. And I am requested to be at dinner next Monday night at 6:30, which is fine as an hour after I start this. So next Monday, we are set to do some like quick crafting with some paint. It's gonna be super quick now because paint and going out to dinner after, I don't know if that works out well. But next Monday night, I am planning for it to be like super, super quick. We're going to do our Valentine's Day Martini. That is the martini we're doing for the night. And then we're going to do some quick crafting with some paint and some shirts. This could be for kids, adults, whomever. If you are one of those people that really likes those themed gifts and themed, you know, shirts and clothing and all that stuff, join me. Next Monday night, like I said, we're going to make it really quick because 30 minutes after this ends, I am requested to be at a dinner with the president of the company. No big deal or nothing, huh? Yeah. So anyway, hope y'all have a great rest of your evening, great week, and I'll see y'all next Monday. Bye.